after Israel. Chinese and Russia and the Iranians. It's going to come after the U.S. altogether. And guess what? Like I said, this is just my opinion. I'm not fear-mongering nobody. All them countries, plus North Korea, is going to, all them countries. And the Bible says it about it. Jake say the Bible say, right? You got to keep everything in context. Listen to what they say. Listen to everything they say. Listen to how they say it. He says, the Bible say. The Bible say, right? Then he says, he just giving his opinion. Right? I want to give all honor and glory to Abba Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, and Mashiach Barakatai. The Howard for the Rakah Kodash, the Howard for our forefathers, Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, the Howard for the house of King David, the third temple that's being built here in the daughter of Babylon, and where we've been scattered amongst every nation in the four corners and the four winds of the earth, right? The Howard for the men of David that's in the streets and the highway and the hedges and the highway and the byways doing this work in sincerity and in truth, presenting their body a living sacrifice, holy and acceptable unto Abba Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shama Shabbarakatai, the Howard for the saints that's gathered together before the decree, before the destruction, before the shaft bring forth, right? Before the fierce anger of Abba Yahweh come upon 2/3 of these heathens, starting with Esau Edom. Russia and China and North Korea, World War III, and Israel. So this Israel is not talking about Yasharallah, it's talking about Israeli. It's talking about the small hats, right? So he's referring to the small hats, the ish, right? Let's continue with the clip. I will bring out precepts for edification and exaltation, right? So Abba Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, can be justified in their sayings. We come thus said Abba Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai Israel. We're not going to tell you our opinions, especially when it's thus said Yahweh. How is the opinion when the Most High said it? When Yahweh Shai said it, how it become an opinion if the Most High said Israel? Let's just come out with a precept. Before we hear more of this, let's just come out with a precept already. Let's go to the book of Isaiah, Prophet Isaiah, Hebrew Israelite. The Most High don't give opinion. The Most High don't give advice. Yahweh, the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, Abba Yahweh, right? And Yahweh Shai, who you ignorantly or intentionally call Jesus the Christ, who's a so-called black man. He's not a Middle Eastern. He's not olive color, right? He's a Hebrew Israelite, Yasharallah, from the tribe of Yahweh, what you call Judah, who's a so-called, nobody's black, a so-called black man with woolly hair, white woolly hair texture in his beard as well, right? His foot, the color of bronze, a derivative of bronze or copper, which would be brown, as it burned in the furnace, like unto the burn in the furnace. So he would be a dark dark skinned brother, dark brown skinned brother, right, Yasharala? So the Most High already declared. So the Most High, Yahweh, He's not giving advice. Let's always get that clear, right? The Most High give commandments. He give decrees. Kings give decrees. They don't give advice. So let's go to the book of Isaiah, chapter 46, and verse number 9. The Most High said, remember the former things of old. Because we know that Esau, the so-called white man, and these heathens, and 230-year-old people will tell you to forget that was in the past. Let's let bygones be bygones, right? But the Most High don't tell us to forget. He tell us to remember. Remember the former things of old. For I am the Elohim, Abba Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, and there is none else. I am the Elohim, and there is none like me. Declaring the end from the beginning. So the Heavenly Father, Abba Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, Barakatai, say he's declaring the end from the beginning. And from the ancient times, the things that are not yet done, you see, saying my counsel. So we understand through prophecy, we're not saying what the Bible say. They say, well, that's just my opinion. I'm just giving you my opinion. Look, we coming with doom and gloom. We are doom and gloom prophets, Yasharala. It's going to get scary. It's going to get doom and gloom. Your stomach going to touch your back. They finna starve you out. They finna throw you in these concentration camps. You see, they got guillotines lined up for you. Your neck going to be rolling. Right? All hell finna break loose. All type of great earthquakes, tsunamis, plagues, great debt, great evils, great famine. You name it. It's going down real soon. And it's already, in effect, the movement has started already. It is already going down. It's doom and gloom. It's doom and gloom. So be prepared, be worried. Be worried, be prepared, right? Because if you haven't repent as a Hebrew Israelite and turn your foot into the testimonies of Abba Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem Barakatah, be concerned. Very, 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 very concerned. The Most High say, declaring the end from the beginning, and from ancient times, the things that are not yet done, saying, my counsel shall stand, and I will do all my pleasure. So the Most High, this war, this third woe with Russia, who's Gog and Magog, Persia, right? Medio-Persia, who you call Iran today, right? You got Moab and Ammon with these Asian nations, right? That's what's going on, Yasharala. You got the Ammonites starting with the Japanese and the rest of these Asians. And then you have Moab, who's China, Xi Jinping. It's going down, right? The Most High say he will do all his pleasure. Calling a ravenous bird from the east. You see? So the Most High is calling a ravenous bird from the east. They're going to these nations that I just highlighted. And Russia being that bear. God, Putin is the bear. They poking at the bear, right? They're not tired poking him. They think he's the Pillsbury Doe. You see? Doe man. The man that executed my counsel from a foreign country, you see? Yeah, I have spoken it. The Most High already spoke it already. He already did it already. So it's coming to pass. It's doom and gloom. I will also bring it to pass. I have purposed it, and I will do it. Also do it. Salaki, Yashua. Let's read that right. I'm just excited. We get excited in this truth. I will also bring it to pass. I have purposed it. I would also do it. So it's going. It's already done already. The Most High is watching it play out, right? You remember your old VCR tape, your VHS, you rewind it, and you play the movie. That's what's going on in Israel. The Most High rewind the tape. He gonna watch it again, right? The Most High say, "Hearkening unto me, ye stout-hearted, that are far from righteousness." See, it's time. If you Yasharala, you better get with it. You better get with this truth. Stop trying to be PC. You ain't going to PC gonna get you burnt the hell on up, Israel. You're trying to be PC, political correct. You're gonna catch that fire, World War III. We just warned you. PC gonna get you burnt the hell up. The Most High say, "I bring near my righteousness; it shall not be far off." You see, and that's why Apostle Paul say in the book of Romans 13:11, your salvation is nearer than what you believe. There you go, right here. In Isaiah 46:13, right? I bring near my righteousness, and it wasn't the righteousness, the law, statutes, commandments, and judgments, and testimonies. It shall not be far off. And my salvation, you see, his salvation is the rescue. Sending his only begotten Son, Yahweh Shai, or Mashiach, and the chariots, the clouds, the hosts of heaven, the fathership, Michael, the great prince, the hosts of heaven, the angels, they coming to invade this place, right? That's the rescue team for the 1/3 and the 144,000 of Israel, of Yasharallah. So the Most High going to send Yahweh Shai to take the host with him. Salvation is you being redeemed, Israel, from the hand of your enemy. If you don't know what salvation is, you being redeemed. Yahweh Shai is our great deliverer, our great redeemer in Yasharallah, right? It's not that deep. Shall not tarry. He said salvation will not tarry, because you got people saying that we've been saying this for a long time. They've been hearing that Jesus the Christ, and ain't Jesus the Christ. That's probably why you've been hearing it for a long time. We just, Yahweh Shai, this truth just been out for what, 60, 70 years? And it really blew since 2007 when the men of David stepped in. This truth is going out. It's going through the unicorn. You see? Shall not tarry, and I will place salvation in Zion. So salvation is only for Israel. But they say everybody, right? Every damn body can get salvation. Any damn body that just believe on Christ, right? Whoop, there it is. You in there. Just believe it. Whoop, you saved already. You done. It's done already. You did it already. They gonna catch that fire, Yashua. Get away from the madness. The third war gonna come. World War III gonna happen. That's gonna be our salvation. Because the third war gonna bring the return of Yahweh Shai HaMashiach. That's what we waiting on, right? I will place salvation in Zion, in Yasharallah, for Israel is my glory, you see? And that's dealing with the cluster, the elect, and the 144,000, right? Let's get back to the madness. But let's bring these precepts out.
Israel will be wiped off the map. After Chinese and Russia go after Israel. Chinese and Russia and the Iranians. It's going to come after the U.S. altogether. And guess what? Like I said, this is just my opinion, not fear-mongering nobody.
Jake giving opinions, but he coming with the scriptures. And that's what's going on. So he's actually saying the right thing. They are coming after America. They coming after this hope. So he's actually saying the truth, though he's not bringing precepts out to back up what the Most High is saying. He's not see the Most High got to be backed up in his sayings. See, when you talk about the book of the law, the Bible, you got to let the Most High be justified in his saying, because the Most High prophets, his meek servants, his men, go be justified in their saying. Because we saying, thus said the Elohim, thus said the Lord. Thus said Abba Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. So you can't say these things gonna happen and then say, well, I'm just giving my opinion. I'm not trying to scare nobody. Come on, man. Come on, man. Let's go to the book of Romans. Let's go to the book of Romans. That's what I'm gonna come out with precept. I'm not gonna tell you what I believe, what I think. I'm not giving no opinions, right? When I do lessons, I don't give opinion, right? The Most High said, for what if some did not believe? You see? Shall their unbelief make the fate of the Elohim without effect? For Abba Yahweh forbid, right? Yea, let Abba Yahweh Ba'ashem Shai be true. But every man a liar. The Most High gonna be true, Israel. That's why we come, thus said the Lord. As it is written, that thou mightest be justified in thy sayings, you see? So we gonna be justified in our saying, because we not giving opinions. We not saying, oh, we not trying to scare nobody. No, this is how it's going down. Thus said the Lord. Declaring the end from the beginning. The Most High say, his counsel shall stand, and he will do all his pleasure. He gonna do it's already done already. He did it already. Now it's just gonna play out in the physical world, because the Most High already did it in the spiritual world. Israel, is you getting it? Everything is spiritual first before it's carnal. Let's go to the book of Jeremiah, chapter 50, because he talk about Israeli, right, being disintegrated. That's why we're going to need Esau in the kingdom to build up the empire. That's why we need slaves, Israel, in the kingdom, because our land going to be obliterated. That's why the Most High say Esau is going into captivity for 1,000 years, Israel. They got to build up the waste cities from the blast of World War III, right? Is you getting it? I hope so, right? We hoping. We hoping, Israel, you getting it. The Most High said in Jeremiah 51 and 42. Let's see, that's where I want to start. Let's see. Let's start in verse 44. The Most High said in Jeremiah 51:44, and I will punish Baal in Babylon. You see, Babylon is USA, right? Is you getting it? So the Most High say he gonna what? Punish Baal. All these abominations, all this adultery that's in America, all this religion. You got our sister talking about I'm spiritual. That's madness, right? Our people, everything but Israelites. They everything. They'll tell you so. They everything but an Israelite. You see, all this idol gods in Babylon and USA, this is why this is the land of confusion. Babylon means land of confusion, Israel. That's simply all it means. And I will punish Baal in Babylon in USA, right? Great again, right? And I will bring forth out of his mouth that which he has swallowed up, and the nations shall not flow together, you see, anymore. They finna come against this hope. The nations is not flowing together anymore, you see. Now they turning against America. They turning on this hope. This is all prophecy. They turning on this hope. This is Abba Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai will. This is the will of the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, right? The Most High already ordained it. This his will. The Most High is in control of it all. On the righteousness side, on the wickedness side, on the right hand and the left hand. His right hand is Yahweh Shai. His left hand is spiritual Satan. It's going down. Shall flow together anymore unto him. You see, yea, the wall of Babylon shall fall. You see, he's talking about America being invaded. Yeah, because America walls have failed. She have open borders. And these other nations, these hateful birds, have entered into USA. They have took it over. They have taken over the daughter of Babylon. They have taken it over. Her fenced cities is gone. She have no fenced cities. She been infiltrated. She been compromised. She been sieged. The Most High said, my people, go ye out of the midst of her and deliver ye every man his soul. This is what we doing in this video. That's why the Most High command us to deliver your soul by coming out with his word that he will put in our mouth, right? Jeremiah 5:14. So we going to come with precepts. Precept upon precept, line upon line, here a little and there a little, right? There. Here a little and there a little. We come thus say Abba Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shai. So you can repent and turn to Abba Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shai to deliver your soul. From the what? From the fierce anger of the Elohim. See? So your soul should be delivered, Israel, from the fierce anger. The Most High even telling you what your soul is being delivered from. He's telling you what your soul is being delivered from his fierce anger. His fierce anger. Let's get that in Isaiah 66:15. The Most High say, for behold, the Elohim will come with fire. So Yahweh Shai is coming with fire. His destruction upon the daughter of Babylon is with fire. With fire. And the fire is ultimately starting with these nuclear missiles, these intercontinental ballistic missiles, these arrows that the Most High talk about throughout the Bible, his arrows of indignation. Because a missile, Israel, take a picture of a missile, Google missiles, and they shape and they look like arrows. Google image of an arrow, a missile, and it look identical to an arrow. So, because in the ancient world, they use arrows, right? That's why you see the word arrows. But in this war today, they're using missiles. You got to get it. I hope you're getting it. For behold, the Elohim will come with fire and with his chariot. So his chariot is talking about the clouds. It's talking about his vessels, his vehicles. He's not coming, right, with a Tesla. Yahweh Shai not coming in the Phantom Rose. That's garbage compared to the chariots in the clouds. It's not even no competition, Israel, right? The Most High and the host of heaven coming with chariots with the government called UFOs and IFOs, right? They're not coming in Bugattis. You see, that's what we warning you, right, Israel? For behold, the Elohim will come with fire and with chariots, because in the ancient world, they rode chariots pulled by horses. They say make it make sense, right? Yahweh Shai not coming on horses and chariots. That was in the ancient world, Israel. And the Most High always had chariots. When he hoovered over Israel, he was in his chariots then. He was a pillar of fire by night, right? That's how we was able to walk out of ancient Egypt, because the chariots, they were hovering over us to give us light in the wilderness, to give us light to walk through the Red Sea. After my shot poured the Red Sea, we had light in all that darkness with bodies of water, because Yahweh Shai, and it was over us in the chariots that shine all that light we could see as we walk. Is you getting it, Israel? We hope so, right? For behold, the Elohim will come with fire, and with his what? Chariots. I'm being redundant. I'm being repetitive. You ain't going to have no excuse in the day of judgment. Like a whirlwind to render his anger. That's not what we just read in Jeremiah 51 and 45. Yahweh Shai is coming with his anger. That's why he said, deliver every man his soul. So Yahweh Shai is coming to render his anger with fury, and his rebuke, meaning his judgment. Rebuke going to correction, judgment, with flames of fire. So his chariots, his vessels that he's going to be riding in, they also going to be shooting fire on USA, on the daughter of Babylon, in the house of the thief. The Most High say for by fire, right? Because judgment is coming by fire. Fire is going to be what? A purifier, sanctification. To cleanse this earth. It's so polluted under Esau and these heathens and 230 of Yasharala. But starting with Esau Edom, right? The Most High adversary, right? Atasha time. For by fire and by his sword, meaning his destruction, right? Will the Elohim plead with what? With all flesh. And the slain, mean the slain, right? Of the Elohim shall be many. It's going to be a whole lot of dead bodies going on, right? That's what the Most High say, Israel. A whole lot of corpse. That's the anger of the Most High, right? It don't seem like nothing you should be PC about, right? But you got brothers and sisters, they want to be PC. And the Most Yahweh Shai not being PC. He say the slang is going to be many Israel. Ain't nothing PC about the Most High judgment. Who dare trying to be political correct with Abba Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai judgment upon this place, upon the sinful kingdom of Israel? The Most High said, my people, go ye, and this people are the Israelites, starting with the whole Phalek, the 1/3, right? My people, go ye out of the midst of her. The her is USA, right? This woman is hoe. She's a whore. She's a whore. She's a whore, Israel. The Most High didn't tell you. We're going to get to that in the precept too. We're going to bring a precept about this hoe. So the Most High said, come up out of this whore and deliver ye every man his soul, you see, from the fierce anger of the Elohim. And least your heart faint. See, you ain't going to make it. We doom and gloom, right? It's nothing but doom and gloom. Anything else would be uncivilized. This place was taken by violence. Esau took this land by violence. It's going to go out in violence. He took it from the northern kingdom, the aborigines and the indigenous people of the land who were Hebrew Israelites, the 10 tribes, the northern kingdom. He took it by violence. So Yahweh Shai is going to take it by violence. Right? Didn't Daniel 7:18 say that the saints shall take the kingdom? The Most High not asking for it, right, Israel? When you take something, you're not asking Israel. Yahweh Shai say he's going to take the kingdom. Take. That's in the book of Daniel 7:18. Read it. And least your heart faint, and ye fear for the rumor that shall be heard. See, it's a rumor. Right now you're hearing about the rumor of war, Matthew 24, right? You're hearing about rumors of war, right? Rumor. You see? War. Abba Yahweh say he's a man of war, right? Exodus chapter 15, verse number 3. He said, I'm a man of war. That's his name. So the Most High is about that life. He's about that doom and gloom. Who you call sweet Jesus, Yahweh Shai, He about doom and gloom, right? He's about doom and gloom. You better get it. Unless your heart faint and ye fear for the rumor that shall be heard in the land, a rumor shall both come 1 year, and after that in another year shall come a rumor and violence in the land, ruler against, and that's what's finna go down. Israel. It's all in the book, it's all prophecy. Therefore, behold, the days come, it's coming, it's here. The Most High said, what's that proverb in Israel? When you read the book of Ezekiel 12 and 17 on down, the Most High say the vision shall no longer be prolonged. When the prophets are speaking words, going to happen. Just like that. Therefore, behold, the days come that I will do judgment. It's judgment time, right? Deliver your soul, Israel, upon the graven image. You see, when he say Baal is confounded, Baal is the graven images of America. And her whole land shall be confounded, and by this truth going out, by the men in the highways and the byways, bringing out this truth that the so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans are the Hebrew Israelites, and Esau, the damn devil the Bible speaker of, right? The so-called white man, your lover, well, the land is being confounded. And all her slain shall fall in the midst of her. You see, the her is USA. That woman, Lady Liberty, right? Dirty Diana, right? Then the heaven and the earth and all that is therein shall sing for Babylon, you see? Right? For the spoilers shall come unto her, you see? That's not what this guy was saying in this clip. The spoilers, because America gonna be for booties to these other nations. Shall come unto her from the north, you see? Said the Elohim. As America had caused the slain of Israel to fall. See, they caused us to fall. It's called payback, right? That's all Israel. The big payback, right? Revenge, right? James Brown told you already. So at Babylon shall fall the slain of all the earth, right? Because America been that golden cup in the Most High hand, right? And she finna get a double portion. All that she done to the Israelites, she finna get a double shot. The Most High said, give her a double shot of that. Ye that have escaped the sword, go away and stand not still. Remember the Elohim afar off, and let Yerushalayim come into your mind. It's time to put your mind on who you are. It's time to know you're an Israelite. You Yerushalayim, you're a people before you're a place, right? And put your mind on the law, statutes, commandments, and judgment, and your heritage, and Yahweh Shah Mashiach. Keep Yahweh Shah in your mind. It's to tell you that in Philippians 2 and 5. Let this mind be in you that's in Yahweh Shah Mashiach. Keep your mind on Yahweh Shah, Israel. Keep your mind on Yahweh Shah, right? Let's continue on with that clip.
All them countries, plus North Korea, is going to team up against the U.S., which means us. We all going to be affected. Why? Because they all is going to team up. North Korea, Russia, and China, and some Iranians, and maybe one of our allies. They all going to team up against the U.S.
Let's bring precept on that. Let's go to the book of Revelation. They're going to team up against this whole, even America own allies, her own allies, her own friends, her compadres, or even turn against this whole. Right? They're going to turn against the whole Israel. And it's in the book. It's not an opinion, right? It is all in the book, right? It's all in the book, Israel. Let's start at the book of let's start. Let's see where I want to start. (17:8). The beast that thou sawest was and is not. See, and shall ascend out of the bottomless pit, right, and go into perdition, right, destruction, perdition. As Esau is the son of perdition, he's the son of destruction. All right, and they came out of the bottomless pit during the Renaissance, right? Came out that pit after that 1,000 years expired. What they call the Middle Ages, when they say the Moors rule, the Israelites was ruling for 1,000 years, right? And every kingdom, right? Right, the Moor, what they call it, the Dark Ages. Esau was in the pit for 1,000 years. The Most High had Esau in the pit. Then in the the 1400s, the mid 1350s, he started coming out that pit. He came out that pit, right? And then they call it the Renaissance, mean what? Rebirth of a nation. You see? And they've been in power ever since what, the 1400, 1492, right? Yeah, King Ferdinand commissioned Cristobal Corleone to come over here, right? To the land of Arsa, to the land of North, what we call North America and South America, right? He came out that pit, Israel. Esau came out that pit, that bottomless pit. He came on out of that thing, right? And go into perdition. And they that dwell on the earth shall wonder whose names are not written in the book of life. See, 2/3 of you Israelites are going to have to be cut off on this side. The book of life is the Bible, right? That should be the book for you from the foundation of the world in these heathens. See? When they behold the beast is talking about Rome, was talking about these Edomites, because the beast got healed, Rome got healed through America. The beast, Esau is the beast, their nation is a beast. And Daniel prophesied about the beast, about this beast, this Roman Empire, right? America's Rome revised. Behold the beast that was and is not and yet is. He was to come, right? America was going to come through ancient Rome, right? And here is the mind which had wisdom, the 7 heads or 7 mountains, 7 what? 7 governments. You got NATO and EU. That go your 7. It's NATO and EU, Israel, joining the West, right? After they took Germany down, then USA came to the top through her currency, her world reserve currency, right? The dollar was on top at that time after World War II, backed by gold. Then these other nations start not trusting America or testing her, start asking for gold. Because the money was backed by gold until 1970, 75, 74, 74. I think 1972, when Richard Nixon made that they would no longer be backed by gold. And then it set 1974 and went in full effect. Then a deal was signed with Saudi Arabia, and then you got the nickname petrodollar through everybody buying oil from Saudi Arabia with USA currency. So America really got a name for itself, right? And there is the mind which had wisdom, the 7 heads or 7 mountains, 7 governments, on which the woman sitteth. You see, the woman is this hoe. She been in bed with these seven. She been in the bed. That's why she a whole Israel through trade and commerce, right? Through unrighteous decrees, and there are seven kings. Five are fallen, and one is, and the other is not yet come. And when he cometh, he must continue a short space, and that's America came. And all this king had was a what? A short space to rule. A short time to get this done. This new world order. This digital CHIP up in you. Right? To cyborg you. Biometrics, right? To get this new Babel, the temple, what Nimrod tried to accomplish. The Tower of Babel. He got a short space to get this this Babel, this Tower of Babel, this technocrat through his science, his pseudoscience, right? His falsehood. And the beast that was and is not, even he is the eighth and is of the seven and go into perdition, right? And the 10 horns which thou sawest are the 10 kings which have received no kingdom as yet, but receive power as kings 1 hour with the beast, you see. These have one mind and shall give their power and strength to the beast. These shall make war with the Lamb. Right? Now we know they're going to war with Yahushua when he returns. That's why Trump and them have a space force. The space force is for the return of Yahushua, Michael the Great Prince of the host of heaven. That's the war in heaven. That never happened yet. So when these church get all excited, talk about there was war in heaven and Satan fell out of heaven, him and his angels. You see, that's not what's going on in Israel. That didn't even happen yet. And Satan is the so-called white man, the banking family. Make it make sense, right? The war in heaven is talking about World War III. It ain't never happened yet, right? These shall make war with the Lamb. The Lamb is Yahushua, who you call Jesus the Christ, ignorantly or intentionally. And the Lamb shall overcome it. So Yahushua going to win that war. Yahushua going to win that war. Right? For the Elohim the Elohim of Elohim and King of King, and they that are with him, you see, the hosts of heaven, and the 144,000 are called and chosen and faithful, you see. And he said unto me, the waters which thou sawest, where the whore sitteth, and America that hoe, that hoe, Lady Liberty, right? Sitteth are peoples, you see. So the waters here represent peoples. America is a multiplier where every nation from every country is in America. See, this everybody here in USA, right? This is the Mecca. This is the greatest nation on earth. And then you got the 12 tribes of Yasharallah here, the bulk of them. And then you got the remnant of Israel scattered amongst every nation, speaking their tongues and languages, and even looking like some of these nations. Are peoples and multitudes and nations and tongues. You see, languages. Tongue just means language, whether it's French, Spanish, so forth and so on. And the 10 horns which thou sawest upon the beast, these shall hate the horse. So these nations, they now hate this hoe. They mad. It's like when you read Jeremiah 51, it said the nations are mad because they got duped by Esau, by USA. That's why they hateful birds in Revelation chapter 18. And the 10 horns which thou sawest upon the beast, these shall hate the whore and shall make her desolate and naked, right? And shall eat her flesh and what? And burn her with fire. That's World War III. So yeah, World War III will happen. It's not an opinion. It's actual and factual. It is the words of Abba Yahweh by Hashem Yahushua. It's prophecy. It is prophecy. The Most High said we open up the way he will do all his pleasure. Right? Isaiah 46, 9, 10, 11, and 12. We read that already. For the Elohim had put in their hearts. See, the Most High put it in these kings' heart, in these presidents' hearts, these rulers, these leaders' heart, to fulfill his will. The Most High say he will do all his pleasure, Israel. So they going to make the prophecy come to pass by the lighting America on fire with these nuclear missiles. Burn you, right? That's what's going on, right? For the Elohim had put in their hearts to fulfill his will and to agree and give their kingdom to the beast until the words of Abba Yahweh shall be fulfilled. There you have it. And the woman, see, that woman, America is a woman, a queendom, which thou sawest is the great city. America is that great city, which reigned over the kings of the earth, Israel. So, yes, they will come against us. Let's continue with the clip.
Yes, and we all will be affected. Hold your comments. All them countries that would team up against the U.S., they will invade us. They will invade us by shutting off our communications, our electricity grid, everything, to the point we are blinded and we won't see what's coming. That's what's going to happen. And yes, there will be nukes being used on America's soil. Yes. Not fair mind with nobody. It's my opinion. I'm looking how
Jake still saying this is up here. Let's come out with one more precept. Let's go to the book of Ezekiel 38. Ezekiel 38. Let's start at verse 3. The Most High, Abba Yahweh, right? Abba Yahweh by Hashem Yahushua. So yeah, they would team up. They teaming up already. They ready to go. Lock and load, right? And say, thus said the Elohim Abba Yahweh, behold, I am against thee, O God, which is Russia, the chief prince of Meshach and Tubal, Moscow, and I will turn thee back and put hooks into thy jaws, which the Heavenly Father did that. The old Soviet, and then they got revamped. I think in 1988, 89, it was the end of the old Soviet. And during the time, I think it was President Gorbachev of Russia signed this with what George H. Bush Sr., even signed this with Ronald Reagan at the time, right? So the Most High have revamped them. Russia have invested in their military. They got the highest stockpile of nuclear missiles on Earth, the number one. Moscow, Russia, right? Siberia, right? And I will turn thee back and put hooks into thy jaws, and I will bring thee forth and all thy army, you see? Horses, that's the Most High's giving them chariots, fighter flight jets, military ammunition, showing them how to make it to destroy this host. So the Most High give them the capability, put in their heart. The scientists, right, as it said in Isaiah 54, that blowing in the cold, the Most High showed them how to make these weapons of mass destruction to destroy this host, to fulfill prophecy. He showed Putin scientists, Persia scientists, who was Iran, Kim Jong-un, right, North Korea, because South Korea go join an alliance with North Korea. They all the same people. They all should hate the whore, right? And bring thee forth, and all thy army, horses and horsemen, all of them clothed with all sorts of armor. See? The Most High got them right, just to fulfill his will against this host. And against each other, for that matter. a great company with bucklers and shields, all of them what? Handling swords, mean weapons, weaponry, right? Persia, you see Iran, Ethiopia, right? Kush, which would be Kush, and Libya, another Hamite nation, going into North and East Africa, right? Ham, the sons of Kush, what? Metazorium, see, with them, all of them with shield and helmet. So you have these other nations, these other countries joining unto Russia, the East, right? Gomer, who's Turkey, they got like the third largest military in the world, or fort. Gomer would be Turkey. You know Turkey, the country Turkey, well, that's Gomer. And all his bands, the house of Tugorma of the North Quarters, and all his bands, you see? And many people with thee. These are the people that's coming against USA. Be thou prepared in Israeli, right? Because the Most High say the least of the flock should draw them out. So Israeli gonna draw out America, because America is nothing but the bodyguard. The bodyguard. Be thou prepared and prepare for thyself, thou and all thy company, you see, that are assembled unto thee, and be thou a guard unto them. So Russia, the bear, the big bear, gonna be a bodyguard and a guard unto these nations against America. The East versus the West, right? But in actuality, the West gonna turn on the West, because America Airlines gonna turn on her too, this whole, and light her up with these nuclear missiles. And after many days thou shalt be visited, you see, in the latter years, and we in the latter years. We at the end of the end of the end of the end of the end. Thou shalt come into the land that is brought back from the sword, and is gathered out of many people against the mountains with the governments of Yasharallah, right? Which have been always waste, but it is brought forth out of what? Out of the nations. And they shall dwell safely, all of them. So my Yasharallah, right? You're people first. You're not talking about the land at this point. Thou shalt ascend and come like a storm. Thou shalt be like a cloud to the cover of the land. Thou and all thy bands and many people with thee. Thus said the Elohim, Abiyahu Ba'ashim Shah, it shall also come to pass that at the same time shall things come into thy mind. So the Most High going to put it in these kingdoms' mind, in these governments' mind, in these nations' leaders' mind, starting with Putin. If it ain't Putin, whoever else the leader of God when this jump off. He's going to put it on their mind to let these dudes go and come after the USA. And Israeli, right? So things come into thy mind, and thou shalt think, you see, an evil thought. So the Most High going to put an evil thought in these kings' heart to let it go, let it go. And thou shalt say, I will go up to the land of unwalled villages. See, because America is unwalled villages. She been proud. She had a haughty spirit. She got a haughty spirit. She can't be defeated, right? She ain't been touched, right? Isaiah 47:1, 2, 3, and 4. She ain't been touched by military might. She ain't been penetrated yet by these nuclear missiles. I will go to them that are at rest. You see, America been at rest too long. 249 years, almost 250 years, she been at rest. That dwell safely, all of them dwelling without walls, you see, having neither bars nor gates. To take a spoil, to take a prey, to turn thy hand upon the desolate places. And right now, these cities in the USA, they are very desolate. And it's going to intensify. That are now inhabited, and upon the people that are gathered out of the nation, which have gotten cattle and goods that dwell in the midst of the land. So yeah, so these nations, and I can go deeper, but you get the point, Yasharallah. So she will be touched And the third world will go down, right? Shalom.